Let's open our first track on new proteins. This year we are breaking records with our jury members, so instead of subjecting you to the marathon of name listing, trust me, it was tongue twisting. We thought it will be much easier to let our jury members introduce themselves while you're asking questions. So thank you for doing that for me. Okay, so let's begin. The first one to pitch today is Pierre Dupuis, founder and CEO Adamo Foods. Please give him a warm welcome. Hello, Pierre. Okay, we'll check that.
Yep,
yes,
great.
Of course. Your 3 minutes starts now. I wish you best of luck.
Thank you very much. Hi, everyone. My name's Pierre. I'm the founder of Adamo Foods. We're a food technology company developing healthy, sustainable, and delicious alternatives to meat whole cuts, starting with our steak product, which you can see here. When looking at the meat alternatives market, there's currently 3 key observations that we've made. One, demand has exploded in the past decade, will be worth roughly 100 billion by 2030. 2, consumers are let down by existing meat alternatives, which tend to be ultra-processed and, quite frankly, unhealthy. Consumers are also let down by the fact there's no quality alternatives to meat whole cuts, despite the fact they represent 85% of the real meat market demand. So there's a huge untapped opportunity. And we're responding to that opportunity by launching the first ultra-realistic and healthy steak alternative. And how are we doing that? Well, by growing a single natural superfood called mycelium. This has immense structural benefits, so we can create a whole muscle structure from only 5 ingredients, but also immense health benefits, as we have a very clean label, very limited number of only natural ingredients. Plus, we have a higher quality, protein quality than beef, without any of the cholesterol. We started by analyzing dozens of different mycelium strains and selected the ones with the most dense and long hyphae and fibers. We then ferment this mycelium in our large bioreactors with our proprietary patent-pending fermentation process to generate a unique muscle morphology. And we then realign the fibers to create a whole cut appearance. We're also working on chicken breast. The product you can see here is the only product that is made from a layered and textured product that is only made from 1 single ingredient. Sustainability is also very important in everything we do. Our mycelium strain doubles in size every 2 hours, so we can create a whole batch of the Adamo steak within only 3 days, as opposed to 3 years for a real beef steak. And so in that huge time difference, we're saving considerable resources, and overall our product requires 93% less greenhouse gas emissions than a conventional steak. So how are we going to sell this product? Well, we're going to start in food service to generate some brand awareness, and also some market excitement, and we'll then launch into retail for some further volumes further down the line. This is a proven business model that we have scaled before in previous alternative protein companies to many millions in sales over a very short period of time. And at Adamo, we've already received interest from over 40 major wholesalers and distributors. Since we were established 2.5 years ago, we've won various competition grants, awards, received about 3.5 million in funding to date. We're now closing our seed round, which will fund our scaling up. And last but not least, our team. Not only do we have a team with a strong commercial track record in this space, but also a technical team with decades of experience in fungal fermentation.
Thank you very much. Thank
you.
It was exactly 3 minutes. But no worries, there is also more time to share everything, I hope everything what you want to share with the audience, because now it's a time for questions from the jury. Are there any questions? My colleagues are ready to give you a microphone. Okay.
So my question is about the go-to-market. So you are about to launch a product on the market. Do you have any regulatory constraints? Sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Giancarlo Addario. I'm principal at 5 Seasons Ventures, food tech fund in Paris.
Yes, thanks for the question, Giancarlo. So we are currently we do not have any market regulations or regulatory constraints. Our strain is approved as food safe by EFSA and AFSA and FSA, sorry, in the UK. So that's not an issue for us. We're ready to go to market.
Hi, Bart van Holland, TIA Ventures. Great presentation, thank you. My first question, of course, is where do you differentiate for the people who are already ahead in this, like the meaties of this world?
Thank you for the question. So currently in Europe, we're the only company that's creating whole-cut muscle structure from a very limited amount of ingredients, 1 to 4 ingredients depending on the product. Yes, there is meaty in the US. I think they have raised around 300 million to date, roughly, but they're not allowed to enter the European market. Their strain is not safe in Europe.
We still have 1 minute, if there is a question. Yes?
Hi, thanks for a great pitch. My name is Marika King. I come from Pink, which is the Paulig venture arm. What are the unit economics in terms of gross margin and also including capex?
Yeah, thank you very much. So when we start, to be completely transparent, this technology is a new technology, so expensive. It's a new fermentation patent pending process. So when we start at pilots, we will be launching at roughly £15 per kilo of biomass in terms of price. As we scale up further into 2025 and 2026, when we get to commercial volumes, we reach a price of roughly £10 per kilo. So we're in a position where we can start competing very quickly with conventional red meat. The fact we're also building a steak product naturally justifies a slightly higher premium and a better margin than aiming for lower quality cuts as well.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your questions and thank you for answering. Please give a warm applause to our first contestant.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Pierre. I think it will be quite a good idea for our jury. If you want to ask a question, you can just raise your hand and show it to my colleague. So we will maybe save some time for passing the microphone. We can do it much quicker. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's a time for our second contestant. Please give a warm welcome to Pooya Naghshbandi, Bioprocess Engineer, Essencia Foods.
Okay.
And your 3 minutes starts now. I wish you best of luck.
Thank you. Hello, people from planet Earth. We have big problems to solve. Climate change and the growing food demand, which are basically tied together. Because to solve one, we need to sacrifice the other. My name is Pooya Naghshbandi. I lead biotechnologies at Essencia Foods. And I'm here to tell you that those big problems require simple solutions, but on a massive scale. The solution is easy. We just need to decrease the demand for animal-based products by introducing an alternative that is keeping up with the growing demand, right? Yet food is not just a source of energy for us. It's so related to our culture, our emotions, and our moments that you cannot simply ask people to change it because of the planet. So the alternative must be very good. What are our current options? They're called plant-based, but their production process has nothing to do with the way that plants are growing. I mean natural. Also, they are too expensive, and you need to add lots of ingredients to make it even more unnatural. Now, it's always good to know the problem. It's better to provide a solution, but the best is to take action. So I'm happy to introduce you our back-to-nature approach, fungi, but not the mushroom that you find in supermarkets. We use mycelium, the growing and vegetative part of the fungi, to produce a food that is natural, affordable, and includes only 2 ingredients. Our patent-pending solid-state fermentation platform creates fish and meat alternatives in less than 3 days with a very low cost, and it looks, cooks, and tastes just like a fish. Listen, I have 10 years experience in various biotech industries, from biofuel to enzymes, synthetic biology, food and feed industries. And to me, it's obvious that mycelium is the future of food, material, environmental control, and more. So I'm very excited that Esencia is part of this future. We have done tastings with more than 2,000 consumers with a very good response, and also with a sales pipeline more than 20 million, we are set to lead the transition of alternative protein beyond burger. If you are interested in this future and come with us, please reach out to us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pooya. You finished even before the time. So now it's a time for our jury members to ask questions. My colleagues are ready to pass the microphone.
Hi, I'm Peter from Generation Fund. You rely on a solid-state fermentation process. From your point of view, why is this preferable to liquid state?
Yes. So solid-state fermentation has been there for thousands of years, but it was neglected because in biotechnology sector, when you are trying to produce proteins, when you are trying to produce metabolites, it doesn't make sense to go with solid-state fermentation because you have more control in liquid state. But now we are talking about the entire biomass, which is easier to control, and it's producing much more mass and also in a 3D shape for us. So solid-state fermentation is easy to scale right now, and it's cheaper process in compared to the submerged fermentation or liquid-state fermentation.
Hi, Peter from Vorwerk Ventures. With regards to your go-to-market, on the slide I saw different brands in the space coming from the meat space, but also retailers. So are you aiming to sell under your own brand, or is this going to be an enabling play, enabling other brands to move into the fish space?
Yes, so our first strategy is B2B. So we are trying to sell our biomass to our B2B partners to produce anything, because the biomass is very versatile and it can be turned into any kind of alternative protein. But afterwards, yes, probably we can have our own brands, and also we can help others to produce whatever they want with the biomass. Because in our fermentation process, we can tweak the fermentation in a way that the biomass would be good for fish, meat, steak, or any types of alternative protein.
You announce very nice costs. I'm here. Very nice cost numbers, but what is it going to take to get there in time and in effort? When will you reach those really?
Well, okay. Well, we are now closing our seed round for our scale-up process. Can I continue?
Yeah, they are shouting at me.
For our scale-up process, yes. So we are closing our 3 million seed round right now to scale up, and then after that, we are already in the market. We will be in the market.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I will need to interrupt you here. Okay, so big applause for our second contestant in this pitch, Pooya. Thank you very much for the presentation and answering the question. Now is the time for our third contestant. Please give a warm welcome to Dr. Nader Werner, Director of Meat and Next, Consultant and Auditor of Food Safety. Hello. Good morning. Oh. Okay, good luck.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Werner Nader, consultant of Meet the Next. Meet the Next is a Hong Kong-based superfood company focusing on new protein developments and also considering environmental issues to that later. Now, we are focusing on plant-based dairy, non-dairy products, and our first product is here, the world's first tiger nut oat soya milk. It consists of 3 ingredients: tiger nut, soy, and oat milk powder. the tiger nut, and so the soya powder from a special odorless soybean variety. And now, what is special about us, we control the supply chain. We've owned farms in China, and we own the technology. And what is so special about this new product? It's the tiger nut ingredient. The tiger nut is high in nutrients. The oil has a similar characteristic as olive oil, high in omega-3, in omega-9, antioxidants, proteins, and also it has a rich and smooth taste, creamy, very aromatic. You can try it later at my booth. And it has another advantage, barista quality, foams, excellent foaming, very well, without any additional agreements. What is special about the tiger nut? The tiger nut plant grows best on sandy and even alkaline soils, which are quite common in China. So there's lots of expectation in China on the cultivation of this, and agriculture is now going on in the northern part of China. Now, so the customer, when he buys 1 liter of odor of this milk, he contributes to the recuperation of a land of this size of a screen of a mobile phone. So a small impact, but significant. And what is special about our technology, we developed a special extraction technology, not grinding the tiger nut, because that causes problems. We use special enzymatic methods to crack down the hard outer shell of the tiger nut. And there are 3 patents already on that, also on the production of a tiger nut ice cream. We are already in Hong Kong on the market, here in coffee, tea outlets. And so we are now trying to expand into Europe, mainland China, and for that we are looking for collaboration of each kind, so co-branding, whatever. So we won several awards and got quite a lot of media attention, and this is the team. So these are highly experienced people from the food industry, and these are professors from the universities in mainland and in Hong Kong. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your presentation. Okay, now it's a time for questions.
Please.
Hello, it's Arnoud from Aston Ventures. Thank you very much for the presentation. I love to see another, let's say, plant-based alternative coming onto the market. I've tasted your product. It seems to be working, let's say. How easy is it to scale this agricultural practice? And what do you think about the consumer awareness of such a new product?
Well, it's already the consumer awareness in Europe is already there. In Spain, it's used traditionally. The Arabs brought it to Spain under the name of trufa. But it has a disadvantage. It has high in fiber, which stick in your throat. And with this technology, which was developed, it's really smooth, and you can try it, and you can put a spoonful into your coffee, and you will see it works excellent, and the foaming is perfect. So just come over to my booth. I think we already had been there. So scaling up is currently ongoing in China. So a certain area, don't ask me for the province, I cannot pronounce the name really, but it's in the region of Dalian, you know where Dalian is the harbor, that is the province, and in the northeast, there is the cultivation because they have exactly the soils for the tiger nut. So, and also factory, we are currently producing under contract, but we are not satisfied with that, so there is a new factory under construction.
Thank you for the presentation. I'm Mika from Nordic Food Tech VC. What is the crystal clear added value in your products compared to some others on the market already, and how to protect them? Okay,
the protection is simply by by controlling the supply chain and having the patents. The advantage is the quality, is the nutritional value. And which is the tiger nut is simply something exceptional. You will, as I mentioned, a similar composition of fatty acids like in olive oil, with all these other nutritional values, and with a natural emulsifying quality, the taste. You have to taste the tiger nut itself. It's really exceptional. And all this together. And the barista, when you Oatly barista, you need to add oils, you need to add emulsifiers. Don't need to with this product.
Nader, thank you very much for answering question. Unfortunately, we do not have more time. I know there are more questions you would like to ask, but that's...
Yeah, come to my booth, you know, Nader. And I have also, you can pick up this stuff.
Nader
I have enough of that.
Thank you very much for your presentation. Now it's time for Jyrki Lee-Korhonen, CEO and co-founder, Perfat Technologies. Please give him a warm welcome. Okay, so you'll have 3 minutes and it starts now. Good luck.
Okay, good morning everyone. So my name is Jyrki Lee-Korhonen. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Perfat Technologies. We don't make proteins, we make fats. I think we all know that fats are absolutely essential for us. The problem is that there are good fats and there are bad fats. The good fats are liquid at room temperature, which means that they typically fail in many food applications. That's why the food industry uses solid fats, such as butter, coconut oil, palm oil, which have exceptional functional properties. And they're functional because they're high on saturated fats. These fats are not good for you, so instead of failing the food products, they can fail your heart. That's why Perfat came up with the perfect fat. It's a fat that has 80% less saturated fats, up to 30% fewer calories, and unlike any other fat, it's got plenty of dietary fiber. For the food producers, this means that they can offer consumers much healthier products and have the evidence to back it up. And we have proven that the product works across a broad range of different food categories. Our solution is based on advanced oleogel technologies. In essence, we can take any vegetable oil and give it the structure of a solid fat. We don't work with chemistry. We don't need any novel food approvals. And we have a lot of IP behind this solution. And we have other technologies in our back pockets based on ultrasound technologies, material physics. Our main competition is really traditional fats, so the palm oils and butters of the world. But we don't think that any other alternative fat solution can provide a similar combination of functionality and health. Our business model is based on a B2B model, so we'll sell our fat ingredients to food companies. And our secret sauce is really the team. We have some of the leading scientists within the field of oleogels in our team, and they are complemented by a team combining operational experience, B2B food ingredient sales, and finance experience. The company is almost a year old now, and during that time we have achieved a lot. We participated in a number of accelerator programs, forums, and won a lot of awards and grants, etc. And most importantly, we've gained a lot of traction with customers and are already generating revenues. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I can take it from here. So now it's the time for questions. And we have first one here on the right.
Hello?
Sorry.
Oh, wait.
Where is the question? Oh, there.
Here, sorry, because there was a first question about the microphone. It will be the second one, okay? Thank you.
You want to go first?
Yes, please.
Okay. So how does your product compare in terms of pricing with the current fats that are used?
We think that we can be, at industrial scale, we will be competitive with butter. We can be cheaper than butter, and we'll be working towards reaching price parity with something like coconut oil.
Okay, thank you. We have a second question here on the right.
Hi, thanks for the presentation. I'm Ridul from ECBF VC. My question is it a one-to-one replacement, or do you need a special formulation capability to get it into the products?
The starting point is that it's a one-to-one replacement, and we can do a lot of tailoring to fit the specific needs of the application. So one-to-one.
Yes, we have a question here.
Can you touch, sorry, I'm Helen Lynn with @One Ventures. Can you touch a little bit on the production process and basically how fast is it? And is the production throughput also competitive with how quickly conventional fats can be produced?
Yes, we are aiming to have a continuous process, and we believe that we will be able to produce high volumes that are also a reason why we think that we can produce this competitively. We can use off-the-shelf equipment. We've done an industrial trial already with hundreds of kilos of test run, and my colleagues are actually today doing another scale-up test. So very confident that we can produce at competitive prices.
We have 20 seconds, so very quick one.
In what kind of products, as you already have traction, is your fat being used?
Very different types of products, from bakery, confectionery to dairy, and also plant-based meats.
Thank you, Jyrki. It's amazing how you cooperate with timing. Thank you very much for the presentation and for answering questions. Of course, thank you, jury members, for asking questions. Additional one. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's the time for Franck, Leyze, CEO at Protera SAS. Hello. Okay, good luck.
Hi, everyone. At Protera, we combine artificial intelligence and protein engineering to design highly functional food ingredients faster and cheaper than with any existing processes. We also drastically minimize the risk of downstream failure of innovation by predicting cost and performance of proteins at industrial scale before starting any lab experimentation. The problem with the current processes is that they are very long, complex, and very costly, and very seldom results in commercial successes, because what happened in the lab is not happening in the factory. Thanks to our AI, we remove that uncertainty. And we make sure that we increase the rate of success of innovation while minimizing the cost and time of development. Our AI has, for example, been able to discover IP-free variants that have 23 times the activity of commercialized one. We've been able to develop highly functional ingredients at a fraction of the R&D cost and time. And we are the only one in the market to be able to predict the expression of protein at industrial scale, which could potentially allow us to decrease COGS by a factor of 100. But our AI has also allowed us to devise a very strong pipeline of breakthrough innovation. The first one is a natural antifungal protein that extends shelf life while limiting food waste. The second one is a superior texturizer, natural texturizer, that enhances the quality of plant-based food. And the third one is an enzymatic reaction that saturates unsaturated plant oil without producing trans fatty acids. And it's an alternative solution of palm oil, for example. Our model is very simple. We put at the service of our clients our AI and our biotech capabilities so that they develop breakthrough innovations. We have a strong bedrock and solid bedrock of investors and clients. Some of our shareholders are our clients, some of our clients are our shareholders. And we have a strong team of scientists that are both experts in the field of deep and machine learning as well as in biotech. So for the past few years, we've integrated the best systems and tools there is on the market with the largest database of amino acid sequences to deliver the most advanced tool for food ingredients innovation there is in the market. So please come to our booth to understand more about how we can help develop your innovation. And by the way, our last innovation, the saturation of unsaturated fat, delivers the same result as my predecessor. So we could help in that. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Frank. Now it's time for questions. I can take the remote, so it will not disturb you.
Thank you. Please.
Yes, hello, this is Marika King from Pink. Nice to meet you again.
Nice to meet you.
I was just curious in terms of the business model. Is it a consulting business, or do you produce your own ingredients, or what does the kind of business model look like?
So we co-develop with clients and we share the value. We have milestone payments, and then at the end we have royalties. So this is what we do with two of our major clients that are also our shareholders. The products will be on the market mid-25 and beginning of 26.
Hi, thank you.
Hi.
My name is Mathilde Doshi. I'm the CEO and principal consultant at Vegan Food Law. And I would like to know what you mean by IP-free. Is it technology that hasn't been patented or patents that have expired?
If we go on a territory where there is a patent, our AI is able to identify a protein with a similar function, but with a very different structure, and therefore we can protect it.
Do we have more questions? Yes, we have here.
How do you deal with the regulatory approvals of your proteins? It seems that they are brand new products, probably engineered. And the second part is how do you help your customers to scale up in their own processes? Do they need CapEx, or are they off-the-shelf technologies?
So all of the innovation I've shown are coming from grass proteins. And some of the enzymes are genetically modified, but they disappear during the reaction, so we don't have any issue with regulatory. As far as our consumers are concerned, we are not producing ourselves. We're giving them an industrial sample, and we find then CMOs or they manufacture themselves. Yeah.
Just 20 seconds left, so it's time for a quick question. Yep, on the left.
Thanks, it's Arnoud again. Interesting, the work with partners. Can you explain a bit the willingness to share data to enhance your AI, and secondly, the time to market for typical products?
Oh, right. Unfortunately, we will not have time for answering this question. It's quite long, sorry. Sorry. It was only 20 seconds. It took the question, took us those 20 seconds. Thank you so much. I hope you will find time to have this conversation maybe later, but not on the stage. Sorry for that. The rules must be equal for each contestant. Now, please welcome Cesar Torres, founder and CEO, The Good Pulse Company. Hello, Cesar.
Hello.
The stage is yours. You have 3 minutes. Good luck.
Dairy cheese is made from one single ingredient, milk. But vegan cheese is made with up to 15. And it's just horrible. They all look, feel, and taste plastic and artificial. And they're very unhealthy. The majority are made from coconut oil, modified starches, and additives. So they have no proteins and are very high in saturated fats. They're edible, but it's not food. The solution is cheese from peas. Yellow peas are one of the most sustainable crops on the planet. It's a well-known crop, and supply chains are already very well established. So it's easy to scale. It needs no regulatory approval. But we're not a cheese company. No, there are already hundreds out there. But with the same problem, not having a clean label base to make the cheese from. So we created it. We transform yellow peas into a ready-made dry mix for making cheese, pea power cheese mix. And we will sell this directly to food companies. All they need to do is mix it with water and vegetable fat, and that's it. You get cheese from peas. And that offers then significantly reduced NPD time and cost, up to 40% formulation cost reduction, and easy integration with their existing equipment infrastructure. So there is no CapEx. The result, a cheese that is higher in protein, has fewer ingredients, and about 92% less CO2 emissions compared to dairy. In terms of traction, we raised early investment, we filed patents, won awards, secured R&D grants, and this year we completed our first pilot trial, and we signed an agreement with one of the largest dairy cheese companies in Europe to co-develop prototypes with our ingredients. And we are about to close 2 more agreements with 2 very large European companies. This is our team. We are based at the University of Nottingham in the UK, where my co-founder is also a professor of food science, and the rest of the team obtained a PhD in food technology from the department. Now we want to grow the team to achieve some critical milestones, and for that, we are opening our round, and that will allow us to complete development and move us closer towards commercialization within the next 18 to 24 months. Vegan cheese is only our first segment, yet it's worth $9 billion by 2030. So if you're a food company or an investor that want to really disrupt this market, then please come and talk to us. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's start the Q&A session. Yes, so we have a first question.
Hello, Jérôme from Simrise Incubation Group. I was wondering how you can differentiate the flavor profile of the different cheese and what would be the maturation time as well.
How can you differentiate
the flavor profile of the to get to different cheese?
Yeah. So there are different ways to tackle the flavor. This is something that we're working on. What our customers, potential customers, are telling us, they want no flavor. They want a white canvas so they can impart the flavor. And so that is what we are working towards, making it pretty much flavorless. So the ingredients that we supply is going to provide the texture and the nutrition. It's up to the customer to decide then what flavor they want to add. Some of them want cheddar, some others want feta, etc. What we can help is just try to customize the mix to satisfy those requirements. If you want a feta, it's crumblier, so it's got more fiber, or if you want it more melty, then it's got more of the natural starch coming from the, from the peas and so on. So in terms of flavor, we try to keep it as neutral as possible.
Hi, this is Michela Petronio from Barilla Corporate Venture. What can you protect about your technology?
Yes, so we already filed 2 provisional patents, and we are about to file a 3rd one. And they cover initially how to, the formulation and the whole process of how to transform pulses into a cheese. We started with yellow peas, and then the 2nd patent expanding on that to cover fava beans and all the other pulses and so on. And the 3rd one goes a little bit beyond that as well. So when we provide the ingredients to customers, it's not just the ingredient, it's the ingredient and the instruction how to make the cheese using their existing equipment. So all that is also covered by our patents.
Okay, we have also a question here on the right side. We have 20 seconds.
Yeah. Hi, Katerina from Hydrosol. My question relates to the one regarding the flavor, but it's more onto the texture. As you said, you're going on a texture development. Different cheeses have different textures. How do you make sure to get the perfect texture?
Yeah, there are so many different types of cheese. In France alone, there are already 246, like Charles de Gaulle once complained. It's impossible to satisfy all of them, so we're focusing on cheddar and feta primarily.
Thank you very much. Sorry, I didn't want to attack you. I just wanted to say thank you for the presentation. Big applause for Cesar, of course. We have the last contestant in this round waiting to hit the stage, so please give him a big applause and the entrance. Dimitris Karefyllakis, co-founder, CEO, Time Traveling Milkman. Hello. Good luck.
Hello everyone, let's talk about creaminess, indulgence. What makes the consumption of our food truly unforgettable and how we can do that without any guilt. Plant-based dairy products are very creamy and fatty because they contain dairy cream. It's a remarkable creaminess solution, but unfortunately, as everything else in dairy industry, is associated with high emissions, land use, water consumption. 10 billion people cannot be sustained on animal-based diets. We do need plant-based dairy. We are here to preach optimism at Time Traveling Milkman. We are working with creaminess solutions for future-proof dairy. The sunflowers you see on this field provide to us sunflower seeds. It's a remarkable raw material because it's mostly grown in Europe. It's non-allergen, GMO or novel, which simplifies the policies, full of unsaturated fats and proteins, micronutrients that they are actually missing from plant-based dairy, and highly available, which means any idea based on them is truly scalable and can have a real impact. With sunflower seeds, we make oleo cream. This is a dairy cream equivalent that we provide in a business-to-business as a creaminess solution. We make it by mixing sunflower seeds with water, nothing else. We have a patented milling process that releases the oil within the seeds, and then we basically skim or we defat the resulting intermediate, and we have, as you see, not sunflower oil at the end, but a cream, our oleo cream. A clean and green ingredient that is indulgent and healthy, and also very convenient. You can mix it and match it with all different types of ingredients, and you can create amazing recipes, as the ones that we created with our customers, yogurts, since you can ferment our cream, barista milks, where there is a lot of foam. In cappuccinos we have produced, we have a contract with a customer here. Cooking cream, our oleo cream is quite stable in high temperatures, so soups and sauces are perfectly possible, also non-allergenic. It helps for the food service, for the food sector. Spreads, we have also brought one here. You can try it in our booth. High Nutri-Score and no saturated fats like tropical fats is also there. Ice cream, my personal favorite. Then our team actually made this perfectly possible. We are very technical, so we had a successful upscaling journey. One patent at the laboratory scale very quickly became 3 patents at the pilot scale, and now comfortably we are residing at 1,000 tons per year of production. As you see, we can deliver oleo cream in bulk to our customers, and now we are becoming noticeable from large corporations as well, and as their appetite grows, so will we. Next stage will be industrial scale at 10,000 tons per year, where we will be able to deliver our oleo cream at prices cheaper than dairy cream. And when this becomes a possibility, every plant-based dairy product of the future, but also dairy product of the future, will contain a new type of creaminess, our sustainable creaminess. Thank you very much for your attention.
Exact on time. Thank you, Dimitris. Okay, so let's start Q&A session. Are there any? Yes, we have questions here. 2 questions will be asked.
Hello, Dimitri. This is Giancarlo. We met in the past, but I have no conflict of interest. So, from what I see, you have done a lot of work on product development and on process development, and you need to hit market. So, can you build a little more on that? And who is in your team that wake up in the morning and go there and hire customers?
So yeah, indeed, a technical team that we started, we got busy with technology development. But since 2 years now, we are in the market. We started with Michelin star restaurants that they were using our cream as a cooking cream, and then startups that they were happy to innovate with our cream. And then we realized, of course, we can do so many tech sales, co-development projects. So now we're actually hiring sales managers and sales professionals in order to sell these 1,000 tons that have a possibility. If we wouldn't make possible 1,000 tons per year, we wouldn't have also access to several customers because they need to trust that you are there to stay in order to buy the ingredient from you. But now that we made this possible, all we are going to get busy the next months is sales, sales, sales.
Any more questions? Yes, here.
Michele again. Are you seeing any barriers to the adoption, any questions? So it's easy to convince your customer that that's a good solution?
Can you repeat the first part?
Any barriers to the adoption? It's easy to convince, that this is a brand new product and you have to substitute your dairy cream with this.
Well, no, it can be mixed with several types of ingredients and processes, which is actually one of our USPs, convenience. They don't have to alter anything. If anything, we are sometimes simplify their processes because they don't have to homogenize, they don't have to mix intensively, they just put all their ingredients, they apply the recipe, and here you go, you have your end results, which is very creamy.
Good, thank you.
Okay, we have 20 seconds, so as we know now, it will not be enough time for answering. Thank you very much. Big applause for the last contestant, Dimitris Karefyllakis. The last speaker in this session, ladies and gentlemen. Now we will take just a very, very short break, just 10 minutes, and we will meet again here at 11 for the second pitch. So just 10 minutes break. Thank you.